Welcome everyone, this is Joy of Joy Morris Beauty. Do you want to know how to do an easy soft glam makeup look that goes well with everything? Well, if so, then subscribe and stay tuned. The products are listed below. I always like to start off with my Black Opal Truly Topaz Total Coverage Concealing Foundation, and I like to use that in the inner part of my face, under my eyes, around my nose, to kind of even everything out and clear up any discolorations. I know I have a lot of discoloration on my nose area because I wear glasses on a daily basis, so that helps me kind of just even all of that out before I apply the foundation. Using the Black Opal Even True foundation in the color Nutmeg, I just apply that all on top of the concealer, all over my face, to even all of that out, to make sure that my face is all one shade. So I have the highlight shade underneath, and then I have the Black Opal foundation shade in Nutmeg, which is kind of blending with the two to create a little bit of dimension that you'll see as I continue to build the look. Alright, next I use my Black Opal stick, and this color that I use is Suede Mocha. I go all around my forehead, the side of my face, and then from the top of my ears to the top of my lips, and just kind of blend with that same foundation brush to give a little more dimension, a little more of a natural looking dimension into my face. This helps the contour not look so harsh because it's actually a foundation that you're using. Make sure to go under my chin too, because I have a double chin that is always with me. Then I use the same shade and I give a little dimension in my eye area and also around the sides of my nose, just to help the contour and the dimensions in my face be defined but so soft at the same time. And then I do my best to kind of blend that out. Like I said, I don't really like a really harsh contour. I like it to look soft. I also use tissue to blot any excess foundation. Using the Laura Mercier translucent medium deep powder, I put that into a nice fluffy brush, and I just kind of stipple that all over my face. I start in my under eye area and kind of drag my face down a little bit by opening my mouth to make sure that I even out any creases, and then I just work my way all around. Putting on a little more under my eye area. And then I decided I wanted some more concealer still, so I ended up getting my Tarte Shape Tape and just putting a little more on, because something about the Tarte Shape Tape, I feel like it was just made for the under eye area, so it just didn't feel right without me having it on. So I kind of went backwards a little bit and put it on over my translucent powder, which actually ended up working out just fine, and it still looked really natural. Using one of my favorite brow pencils, the NYX brow pencil, always brush your brow hairs up first, and then I always draw that bottom line to make sure that everything is as even and symmetrical as possible. You can see me using the pencil to just kind of measure my brows to make sure that they frame my eye shape properly. And then I'm going to fill in the brow hairs, just kind of going up and out, kind of mimicking a natural brow hair. Filling that in a little more and going back and forth between both sides to make sure that that's as symmetrical as I can make it. Alright, I always like to use the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara too, just to help the brow hairs that I do have stand out and look a little natural, so it's not so drawn in looking. Alright, if you've been following me for a little while, then you'll know that I racked up on a lot of Huda Beauty products around Christmas time on a Christmas sale. So this Topaz Obsessions palette is one of the ones that I did pick up. I'm using this burnt orange kind of brownish shade to provide a bit of definition in my eye area. And I have hooded eyes, so most of my eye looks end up being having a little bit of a smoky look to them in order to give my eyes some definition. There's this pretty copper color that I used on my lid. My lid is not visible too much when my eyes are open because my eyes are hooded. But all of the colors kind of worked together and created a really nice color scheme that I was still really pleased with. I went back with that matte shade, that orangey brown shade, to provide a little more definition. And then I just built up the look by going back and forth between the colors and just build it up till I was comfortable with it. Also put a little bit of the shade underneath my eye. I also used that darker brown shade in the palette just to create a little more depth. Alright, use my eyeliner pencil just to smudge a little bit of a black eyeliner above and below my eye, just a little bit. And then I ended up applying Ardell Demi Wispies to my eye. I love this eyelash because it's just like, it's not too much, but you can still see it, if that makes sense. It's kind of in the middle, which is how I prefer it. Then I applied a little mascara to my eyelashes to help them blend in with the false eyelashes. I use one of my favorite bronzers, the Morphé Brontour in Showmance, just to kind of emphasize that contour color and keep that soft and help to set that too. And then, as I did before, I put it on the spine of my nose and also in my jawline to provide a little more definition. And this palette, I just did another video on this palette, the Sephora Pro palette. I used the Queen shade just to help my cheeks pop, and I love this shade so much. I'm going to wear this a lot. I also use the highlighter LA. At first glance, I thought it might be too bright for me, but I ended up loving how it looked. I also use a clean blending brush to soften any harsh edges. Use my favorite NYX pencil in the color brown to outline my lips. And then I also use NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Abu Dhabi, which is a wonderful nude shade for women of color. It's like you can't go wrong with that shade. I wanted a little more of a color, like a nude color, so I ended up using my Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in the shade Tara. Set my edges free. And then just applied a little more bronzer to my edges and I'm ready to go. Thanks for watching, and for great beauty and hair videos, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned.